This is Elitom Elamine with my buddy Carlos, and we up here in wonderful upstate New York. Is this upstate, right?
Yes.
And we on, what's this beach called again?
Lake Welch.
Lake Welch. And we out here having a wonderful time. Look at all these people out here coming from the city because they don't have the beach in the city, so they come way up here, and this is in your backyard.
Yes.
So again, Carlos is being a good host, and we're in the Breatharian world. Now we're up here working out too, as we're talking, because of course that's what it's all about. Breatharian is a health message. That's all it is, a health message. And if you pursue health through freedom, it's a byproduct of being healthy. It's a byproduct of being strong. How many people you know walking around, I ain't got no energy? Here we go again. I used to have energy when I was younger. And you live in energy, so that means that there's something that's going on that's blocking your body and your mind from not gaining this energy. That's point blank. So the Breatharian knowledge shows a person, no matter how old you are, what condition you're in, or how to become aware of the energy that's around you and start exploiting these resources. Now we're going to talk about avoiding food poisoning. Now food poisoning is a big one. Now everybody sees food poisoning when it happens to them right away, when you're sick, you're throwing up right away, and they'll say, okay, it was something I ate, it's crystal clear, and you can pinpoint it back on the last meal you had, it was a restaurant or something. I got food poisoning. But people don't realize that most of your sickness, illnesses, and diseases today is long-term food poisoning. Can we say that?
Yes.
So the Breatharian knowledge is getting a person in alignment to cure themselves from food poisoning that accumulated along the years. That's why we got these blockages, or most of them. Oh, and you said something real good earlier about when a person is cleaning out their blood, and that's all they're doing instead of cleaning their lymphatic system.
Yeah, we were talking about dialysis. People, especially in the States here, there's a dialysis popping up all over the place. Buildings, they're building. So dialysis is for kidneys, cleaning out the kidneys, supposedly. That's why people have the issues. But what they're actually doing is cleaning the blood. So if you think about it, let's say you got a faucet coming in with pressure, that's your blood.
Right.
Then you got the sink, that's your cell. And then out of the cell got the tube going out to the sewer, which has no pressure. So that's your lymphatic system. That's what we should be cleaning. And what's happening is these medical people are cleaning the blood, has nothing to do with the sewer system. This is why these people this is called irreversible. But
Right.
once you understand how to clean the lymphatic system, you'll be home free, you'll be cleaning.
You'll be home free.
That's right.
And now you saying this, and a lot of other resources that's coming out now, you know, with people who's in the holistic game, they're saying the same thing. The lymphatic system is where it's at. To
Correct.
get that back online. And there's exercises that can get it back online. Or even you rubbing your body, self-massages to get it back online.
Yeah.
It's simple stuff, but your lymphatic system, again, is what detoxify the blood, and detoxify all this other stuff that's going on with us. Because that's why the scriptures say the life is in the blood.
That's why everybody has these cancers, lymphoma, all these lymphomas, all these things. It's all lymph again.
Right.
Location. Wherever it is, they say the cancer cells traveled. They don't travel. The lymphatic system is a whole system. As a matter of fact, it's even bigger than, it's like 80% of your whole body. So you think
Wow.
about it. You think about it. If you do plumbing in a house, somebody's familiar with it. The pipes are this small coming in for feeding the water.
Right.
But the sewer is big. So the same thing is in the body. It's much, much bigger, and they don't take care of that system. That's the system that they should be taking care of to clean their body.
Now listen at this. There's times I tell people that the body is a bio machine. A machine, but that throws people off. You see how he's describing the body with the sewer system? But it's the same thing.
Absolutely.
You're not just making it up. He's just giving you something you can relate to.
Correct.
But this is what's taking place.
Yeah.
Just like anything, you put waste in, it gotta go somewhere, it gotta come out somewhere.
That's right. That's why people, all of a sudden, you're home and your toilet backs up, you're calling the plumber instantly. But meanwhile, when our systems are backing up, nobody's paying attention to it. That's why
Right.
this is where you call that losing the energy, you're getting sick, you're getting illnesses. This is where it's all coming from.
This is where it's all coming from. So we got to get on the same thing to understand this is a bio machine that needs maintenance. It needs cleaned out. And if you want to get the best use out of it. And just like any machine, it's fuel source that it's going off of. This is what we're talking about. Boy, our energy's so high, you see that? It knocked down the camera. Now, let's get into food poisoning. When a person gets food poisoning, they get symptoms of throwing up where they can't hold down the food.
Yes.
So there's people now that calls me all the time, I'm having trouble dealing with food, it's bothering me more. So that's a symptom, they don't realize it, of food poisoning. It didn't hurt you when you were younger, but now it's affecting you when you're getting older. Because you are, how should I say, toxic now at a cellular level, you might as well say. When your body, you just feel terrible. But that's food poisoning. Having diarrhea, backed up stool, headaches. An average person don't understand that the headache, why do you got a headache? Uh-oh, there's a backup happening again. If you clean yourself out, most people that's in the fasting and really get into it will always report that their thinking got cleared up. So the average person, when I see they got a migraine headache, they don't even know what that is. I got a headache today. It's because it's coming from other parts of the body that has gotten backed up. You've been food poisoned, but it's over a long period of time. So a person just don't get sick. It just don't. It happened over a period of time. And when this toxicity builds up in the body, it's going to cause some real issues in the future.
Correct. You also get headaches from energy sources that attach to you as well. But
here we go.
That's a different topic. I could give a short story. Me personally, since I dance salsa, touch a lot of people. I was dancing with somebody. Somebody asked me to dance. I said, all right, not a problem. I usually go with protection everywhere I go, but I was so happy listening to the band, I opened up too much.
Right.
So I let it in. The lady puts her hand here and I'm dancing. After I finish, I feel like this, I never get tightness. So I started feeling a tightness. Then it started getting up my neck.
And all she did was touch you.
Yeah, well, you put the band, I picked up the energy. So then I started feeling headaches that night and I'm like, I asked my guidance right away. He said, yeah, you picked up something. So, you know, I'm in tune with my body, so I know I don't get headaches.
Right.
But what was interesting is most people are not. So the first thing they do is take aspirins or something, and they start doing the painkillers.
Listen at this.
And then I left it there because I know it was attached to me already. So I left it there, and progressively every day it got worse. More pain, more stiffness, more headaches. And then at the end of the week, you know, you have to know if your soul standing is strong enough to remove it. It should be higher enough than what is attached to you to remove it. If not, somebody else has to remove it for you. So I removed it at the end of the week and instantly went away. So, you know, you have to be aware of the energies that are around you and don't let them inside your circle. Remember, you could create a ball of energy that nothing is impenetrable to you.
So you got poison from negative energy that was transferred for somebody else. Correct. Now this is heavy for us to know this, but the average person, my shoulder hurt, they would have took a physical pill, would have caused more problems in the long run. But you gotta understand that energy loves to move and won't stay there. When you get more wise on this, everybody, we sharing synergy. Our energies are affecting each other right now. In every group you go into, when you're walking down the street, we are living in an ocean of energy. So therefore, the Breatharian knowledge is showing you all these different forms of energy that's affecting us. Not just the dense physical ones, but also the ones that are more subtle that we can't see. Now, if we could look at it on that level and it affects you, why can't you be nourished by it? See, here we go again. So the Breatharian knowledge is opening you up with, you just don't need to be nourished by the physical dense foods, it's also you're being nourished by the subtle foods. If you understand it, we gotta get here. So everywhere you go, energy is either gonna stagnate itself, pull energy from you going the opposite way, or it's gonna nourish you and give you more energy. So we're learning how to harmonize these energies. Now tomorrow in our workshop up here in New York, guess what we're going to be talking about? Energy cultivation.
Yes.
Many people got to understand this. You got to understand what we're talking about when we talk about the breatharian knowledge. You can't touch this right now. You can argue to it. You blue in the face talking about a human being have to eat food to eat. You lost. You get on this path of understanding energy cultivation. Everybody has it. You got to understand it, get educated, start working with it. You have it, and you can make it happen. And for those who don't want to, it's because you don't want to put in the work, you want to do other things, that's okay too. But for right now, we're going back to the basics and work with the energy flow. And when you harmonize these energies in the body, this is why they say health is your wealth. It truly is. I don't care how much money you got, what you own. If you got these energy stagnations on the body, you can't buy your way out of this.
There's many things that are happening now in the world, especially in America. People want to eat the best foods and everything else, and to make it fast food, they have all these cattle. They're not ranging free, meats and everything, chickens, whatever it is out there. They have them stored in these containers. They're mistreating them, and people know if you have a job and you get mistreated on a job, how you feel low and no energy. Well, the same thing with these animals. They're getting beat all the time. So
beat, raped,
everything.
All that stuff.
Forcing them to have children so they could get more milk for the milk companies. So all these things, all these animals, the way they're being treated, that energy when they're killed is transferred to you when you eat it. And
transferred.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes.
And so people don't understand that once you take that energy in, somewhere you have to remove it. It's like the energy that I picked up on my shoulder. I had to remove it. You got to be aware that you have something that's not part of you. If you know who the you really is, then you remove it.
Now listen what we're saying too. Why should you believe us? Well, why should you believe anybody else? Now listen to how fast knowledge is moving today. Knowledge is moving fast. And there was some guy that said on the news one day, he said science and technology is moving so fast that the laws to regulate it can't keep up. Now listen at that. The information that we're giving out, do not keep sitting back waiting for somebody with a white coat on, from the establishment to tell you.
That's right.
They can't keep up with this. Believe me. And not alone, look how many schools and universities all across the planet to change a textbook. By the time this become law, it's going to take a long time, and you're going to miss out. What we're telling is a truth that everybody else can't keep up with. Start working with yourself, and you will see this happening. This is self-realization. You understand?
Absolutely.
So we're working with ourselves, and we're not trying to just pump stuff down your butt and just throw bull at you. I'm trying, and he's trying, and all these other people are honestly trying to tell you their experiences working with these energies, and we're making transformations, we're changing, and all we're doing is sharing information. But they can't keep up.
That's right.
Knowledge is moving just that fast.
The truth has always been here. We just have to be aware of it. It's been here for ancient times. People were using that, and all these people from Atlantis, all these Lemuria,
right.
All these people were using these ancient, we abused it. That's what happens. We abused the law, and, you have to pay for it,
This is awesome. So again, we're having a good time out here. Look at this beach. Wonderful day out. And this is upstate New York. Usually when you think of New York, this is the great melting pot. Nobody's arguing
Rockland County.
Right. You're thinking of big buildings and skyscrapers, but we upstate up here. We're going to Bear Mountain next.
Yes.
Oh, man. We're going to have a wonderful time connected with these energies out here. And our energy is growing, and that's what it's all about, wherever you at. This is why we're going to teach energy cultivation. Working with yourself, cultivating these energies, and growing. And if you keep growing, you're going to have some changes. Absolutely. And what you're going to change into? Find out.
That's right.
It's the curiosity that got us going. And stop having spiritual or energetic abortions. You start, you stop, you start. You got to start all over again. Stay consistent and just watch it grow. The tortoise and the hare. Mm-hmm. Be the tortoise, at least. That makes it to the end of the finish line. The hare did not. Mm-hmm. This is what we're talking about. So have a good day. we're checking out because we got work to do. We're working
Yeah.
out now. All right, peace and blessings.
Thank you.